up, YouTube? It's me, Kevin. Chances are you want the LED exposure unit, but you have the fluorescent exposure unit at the moment. Why haven't you upgraded? It's going to be that money. The only difference between the fluorescent and the LEDs are the bulbs. The box is still the same. The glass is still the same. The latches are still... There's nothing different. The only thing that's different is the light source. So let's change out the light source. Stick around. So the first thing you want to do before you get started is to unplug the power from the exposure unit. The easiest part of this whole project. The next step is to remove the glass from the exposure unit. When you remove the glass, do set the glass somewhere safe, out of the way. You don't break it. Let's hope I don't break it. Now you have access to your halogen bulbs. A little disclaimer, I did wire houses for 10 years, so electricity is a little forte of mine. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you how to do this. The next step is to carefully remove the bulbs because they will explode if they hit something hard enough. They don't just break, they explode. So remove these and just like the glass, put them somewhere safe. Now that the bulbs are safely out of the way, you're going to have to expose the ballast. It may already be exposed, I'm not sure, but you need to get to the ballast. Now what's going on is when you unplugged it from the wall, that power goes to your timer, and that timer goes to the ballast. The same wires that are going into the wall, the power and the neutral, are transferred from the timer to the ballast. And what we want to do is get rid of the ballast, use those same two wires, the power and the neutral, to hook to our LEDs. So it will and should be a black and a white wire. They look just like these two. This is actually coming from the ballast. These are probably the same wires that are coming from your timer. I've already replaced mine, so this is just a set of lights that I removed from a barn last week for a guy. But same concept that's in your exposure unit. So take these two wires that are coming from the ballast, unplugged obviously, and cut them. Now you can remove the ballast and just completely dispose of it. Now that the halogen bulbs are out and the ballast are out, you should just have a blank slate ready to mount your LEDs. So they come with these little brackets, and once you mount these brackets, you need to measure and get them evenly distributed so that when you turn your lights on, it puts off an even distribution of light to the emulsion, and they just pop in just like that. They daisy chain from one to the other so that they all work, and you just plug it in one time / wire it. So let's wire it. Now you got your LEDs installed, you're ready to wire it up to the existing wires that were hooked up to the ballast, to the fluorescents. So the LED is going to have a plug-in like this coming from the LED strip. Take some cutters that you cut the wire with previous and just snip it. you can dispose of this because it's not good for anything anymore. Take the two wires and pull them apart. And you'll have a split just like this. Take these two and strip these back. So now you'll have exposed copper. It doesn't matter which one gets hooked to the black or which one gets hooked to the white, but I always put the one with the writing on it on the black. Let me see if I can find it for you. So this one doesn't have writing, but it does have like 3 stripes. Where this one doesn't have anything, it's just kind of bare. So I take and I twist them together so they're not frayed like this. It's nice and neat. Just take it and twist it. And this is what you just cut off of the ballast. You got the black and you got the white. Take it apart and chunk that. This off and chunk that. Now these are coming from the timer. You take the one with writing, or in this case 3 stripes, and hook it to the power, the black. Look, you take your neutral and you hook it to just the little bare one that doesn't have anything written on it, doesn't have any stripes. And that's pretty much it. You tuck this away and it's ready to go. This is the end of my run. So this is the wire coming from it. I cut this back and stripped it back just like I showed you. And then these are the 2 wires coming from the timer, the black and the white, hot and neutral. When I stripped it back, it had a blue and a brown. Like I said, it shouldn't matter which one you hook to which. If yours looks just like this, I hook the black to the blue and I hook the white to the brown. And put a little tape on there so it doesn't try to come loose or anything. I just tuck it away and it's ready to go. So before you install the glass, make sure you plug it up in the wall and try it out. Make sure it works. I got it plugged in the wall and my timer is on 5 seconds. Perfect. Since you got your glass off, now's a good time to clean the inside and outside of it. So let's clean it. now you know how to upgrade to an LED from the old fluorescents. Do yourself some favor. If you don't have an exposure unit, go online, go to Craigslist or eBay or wherever it is that you find equipment. There's somebody trying to get rid of something all the time, promise. And you can buy an older piece of equipment where they upgraded to a newer piece of equipment and just change the fluorescence out to an LED. And you got a LED exposure unit for a fraction of the price of what the new one cost. A couple things is it will have to be a black light LED that you buy, and you will have to redo your exposure times on your screens because they will be a lot faster. A lot. At least mine were. The more you buy, I mean, I don't think it matters as long as they're evenly spaced, like I said. And just because, you know, the fluorescent tubes run long ways doesn't mean you have to run yours long ways. I hope the video helped you out. Click that like button, subscribe if you can. Appreciate it. And till next time. Hey!